Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
I'm Mike Hebert, owner of Cantex Roofing and Construction. Every day is game day, and we'll get it right when it comes to your roofing, construction, windows, and mirrors. Call Cantex Roofing and Construction today. Together, we are one serving you.
We did go to River Smith's. We saw Jill there, Coach Schneider, and y'all ever? It's right over here, and it's great food.
I don't like seafood.
You don't? They got great salads.
Chicken.
Yeah, what do you eat?
Chicken?
Steak.
I eat everything. I just don't eat seafood.
You like
I eat
hamburgers?
shrimp.
You like
I
hamburgers?
love hamburgers.
Yeah, me
Cheeseburgers.
too.
I have to have cheese on my
What's your
hamburger.
favorite hamburger in town?
Probably Tommy's.
Okay, that's a drive-in, isn't it?
Tommy's?
Mm-hmm.
Where is it?
It's like right here. Yeah.
University. All right. Well, I never had one. Now we got to go.
What? You're gonna have to try it.
I have to go now.
On the way home,
What it is, yeah.
if it's convenient. All right, during the break, David, we have narrowed Aaliyah's college choices.
You have narrowed my college choices.
We cut it in half,
Good.
and we
We
got
down to
rid of
the five that ought to be the one. She had
LSU.
10, right?
You don't want to go down there, LSU.
Oh, my gosh. What's
Lord.
wrong with that, Coach?
Yeah. OU, just because they jumped ship, you don't want people that
Yeah, they're not loyal
Turncoats.
like you are. You're
Southern
a loyal
Cal,
person.
and we cut out Southern Cal and UCLA simply because I don't think the Southern California, I don't think that's the right vibe for you.
Yeah,
You're a West Texas girl.
yeah.
Are any of these schools West Texas?
Texas Tech is.
Yeah, there's one. There's one that's West Texas.
Yeah.
And then South Carolina would be a good place, I think.
Dawn Staley seems like she
Tennessee
did.
would be a good place. So we've narrowed it down to Arizona, Ohio State, because my son-in-law was an All-American there. Southern,
Well, that's a good
South
reason.
Carolina, Tennessee, and Tech. All right. Is that okay?
She's not saying it. And she's just a
She's
junior.
figured you out.
How many
right.
letters do you get a week from colleges?
Oh, I couldn't tell you. It's a lot.
It's
Art, is there a
bunch.
college that
It's a
you have
bunch.
not heard from that sort of irritates you that they haven't contacted you?
No.
No? Heard from most of them?
There's
Yeah,
a funny story, not this year, but last year. Y'all were having some kind of cookie sale at Monterey. Y'all had these cookies for sale out in the
Oh, our Girl Scout cookies.
Girl Scout cookies. And so the coach from Texas was here. What's his name? I can't remember.
Vic.
Yeah, Vic Shaver, right? He was here. So he went out and bought a box of cookies. Well, yeah, Christy was there. And Kristen was, yeah, whatever. She was there, my good friend. And she was there, and along with Planette Pearson, I think, was there too. And they were all watching you play. I don't remember what game it was. And so they were there, and she ended up going out and buying all the cookies, all the other boxes. I think he bought 2 or 3. And they couldn't take it, so they went out and bought all of them, which was really, really nice.
it was.
Just a part of it. See the impact that's having? You're just it's pretty crazy. It really is. And we're really proud of you. You know, and Krista, of course, I know she's seen you play a bunch, and you see her in the gym, and she has the advantage of being right here local. So, but there's no finer person, and I know you feel great about her too, Jill. She's absolutely outstanding. Part of Texas Tech, the legacy of the national championship. She was one of the best players on the team, along with Cheryl Swoops. And anyway, of course, we're pulling for Tech. We're all Tech people. That's all we are,
Yeah.
Tech people.
But we want you to be happy, too.
We want you to have the best career.
You took off half of my list.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's because I want you to be happy.
Yeah, we don't think you know what you're doing.
I've been on this earth a long time, and I know that these are the other 5 are fine.
You know those match me.
Yeah, those
They
match.
you. Now,
Yeah.
you do what you want, because a lot of youth, and I don't take you as one of these youths, a lot of youth will rebel against old people and will do just the opposite. So
Yeah.
you've now going to, these other 5 that I've crossed out are now probably your 5. But no, I got your best interest at heart.
Well, Sonny would have to move with you
Oh yeah.
I bet
Oh, yeah.
so.
and the rest of your family. Bella, you're going to expect Bella where she's going to go to school.
Poor Bella.
Yeah,
All her
she's
friends.
all her friends are here. She'll have to get all new friends. Yeah,
That's not going to be hard for her.
yeah, she really is a dynamo. All right. So, any other family members we need to How many family members do you have here?
My whole family's here.
All of them.
All of them.
Cousins,
aunts, everybody.
everybody.
Except my grandma.
Your grandma. She watching right now?
I don't know. Shit.
I should have told her.
I told her I was gonna be on. I don't know if she's watching.
All right.
Well, there's a podcast. If she didn't, she can watch it on the podcast.
What's your grandmother's
Or listen
name?
to the podcast.
Isabel.
Where's Isabel live?
By Cooper.
Oh, here in Lubbock.
She lives here.
Ah. Let's see how many of these schools are. There's one in the same town as your grandmother.
Yeah.
Imagine
that worked out good. Yeah.
Imagine that. Okay, of your blood kin, who's the best, other than you, who's the best basketball player of where did you get this ability from? Besides hard work.
The gym.
From Jim. Jim gave it to me.
Yeah.
Jim.
Well, she's just. I've never seen dedication like this. I really haven't. And Jill, you've been around basketball all your life, and you've seen some of the greatest players in the world. Well, none of them outwork her.
No, and from the time she's been, little, since I've known her, I've coached at USA Basketball, elite kids, been with 16 and 18 and unders, and they're great players, but I hadn't been around anybody that has Aaliyah's work ethic. There are a couple that were close. Paige Beckers was one, Haley Van Lith was one, but nobody that's got the passion and the determination and the drive consistently, games, practices that I see in Aaliyah.
Now, you know Mike Gustafson? The baseball version of Aaliyah might be Mike Gustafson. He got every ounce of ability out of what he has. He's one of the guys that's on one of the other shows and head of the Hall of Fame, Baseball Hall of Fame and all. So, but you got a similar work ethic, and that's quite a compliment.
Thank you.
To Mike Gustafson.
Yeah, to Mike Gustafson. That was quite a compliment.
Yeah, that he's sort of similar to you. But it really, it's, the first time I ever saw her in the gym, she was a freshman, and we were doing a game, and I was watching warm-ups. I always watch the warm-ups. And I thought, what in the world is she doing? It was like full speed, as hard as she can go. Every single dribble. She's dribbling out there on her own, just dribbling. And, you were going all by yourself and doing as hard as you can. And, of course, God gifted you with some abilities, and you have really taken those. And that's saying something, that what he gave you. And a lot of people have abilities that they don't ever use. You have absolutely taken full advantage of your gifts that you've been given, and I'm proud of you for doing that, because most people don't.
Thank you.
Most people don't.
All right, at what age? Because I saw you on Pete Christie. I don't think it was an I Beat Pete, because I think Pete would know he didn't have a prayer. But several years ago, at what age did you go? Or Sonny, what age did? Because did you go? Ooh, this is something special here. Was it?
Probably about a year into training, year into working out.
So how old was she? Were you when that started?
Going into fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't I meet her fifth grade?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, because I saw her in fifth grade, and at that time,
She was playing with your varsity.
she was.
Is that right?
Her handles were better than any of the kids that I had at the varsity level, and she was
And
a
the fourth
she was a
grade-
fifth
fifth
grade.
grade.
Scrimmaging with Monterey
And so
varsity.
that's when I started telling people there's a special one coming up, but they don't believe you. They gotta all come see it for themselves. And
Yeah.
Well, and then
thinks
where
it's
did
hot.
Ambrosia come from? Because I think that just sort of adds to the whole thing, is because I see her and I see that's special too. That's not your
Yeah, she's
typical
really
high
good.
school player.
Well,
So-
and that's what, Sonny, whenever I met Aaliyah, Sonny was saying she's not the only one. There's somebody coming right behind her, and he told me about Bro.
All right, so we go to Fort Stockton for a playoff game, not last year, but the year before. We go to Fort Stockton. So she's a freshman. And we have the game down there, and she has a huge game, I don't even remember who we played, some El Paso team. But she had a huge
Chapman, I
game.
think.
So I'm sitting at the scores table. We're doing, we're wrapping up. There are kids. This is Fort Stockton, Texas. There are kids 7, 8, 9, 10 years old in a line to get her autograph, to get their picture made with her. She's a freshman in high school, and they are everywhere just,
And I'm sure that's just compounded now that you're a junior and the word's really gotten out. You get out of here, kid. You bug me, or
Oh, no.
or you go, hey,
No.
come on over.
Oh, I love the kids. They want
Yeah.
a picture. It makes my whole day when they like come up to me asking me for autographs,
do.
pictures.
Oh, it's not just little kids. It's grown high school people and adults. The people wanting their picture made with her. We played Pebble Hills, I think, last year in El Paso, and the student body was there. It was during it was during the school day somehow. And there are grown boys out there, cheering against her, but then asking for her autograph afterwards.
Isn't that something?
I can remember her freshman year, David, you were talking about Leah, and I said, I just love her. And you go, yeah, I bet you do. But I honestly respect her so much as a player, but I love her. She is the best kid. She is the best human. Her teachers love her. Nobody has anything bad to say about her that knows her at Monterey.
That is quite an endorsement right there.
And let me tell you what, when people get lots of money, lots of notoriety, sometimes it's real hard for people
look what
not to
happened to Gary.
change. Yeah. But
He's a total wreck.
but when people get that, sometimes they change. And boy, I didn't know you before, but I like where you're at now.
Oh, thank you.
So you bet.
I don't think
Proud
I
of
changed.
you.
I don't know.
And listen.
None of that changed.
If you would like your picture with me when I'm over there doing the games, feel free to come over and ask me.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
And wait till time out.
Yeah, don't do it during the game. Or if you throw the ball in right there in front of me, we could take a
You know what?
picture.
She's been on the show before.
Yeah.
Where were we? Was it here? No, was it? You've been on the show and is with the
Kelly?
girl, Kelly.
Kelly Moore.
Yeah,
no,
Kelly
they
Moore.
weren't in the studio, I don't think. Didn't they do it Zoom? I think we did Zoom with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You probably remember that like it was yesterday.
Really important in your life, wasn't it?
Literally one of the highlights of my
She
life.
didn't even remember that I do the games.
She thought you looked vaguely familiar.
You're not
I know that guy.
You're not
I've
that
seen
big
him
a deal.
before.
Yeah. Well, I'm not that big a deal, but it's fun to do your games. I love doing them, and I wanted to go to state so bad. I always say Austin. I wanted to go to Austin. We don't go to Austin anymore.
Oh, is it not in Austin
No,
anymore?
it's in San Antonio.
Okay.
Which doesn't seem right, but we go to San Antonio, and I always thought we were going to win state last year. The team that won it, let me get this right. The team that won it,
Oh,
y'all beat by how many points in the season?
We beat them by 50. They were missing their best player at that time. I don't think she would have made a 50-point difference. We played very well against them down there, but yeah, we beat them in the Allen tournament, and she was injured.
And they beat Cooper in the finals. And y'all had beaten them by 50 earlier in the year. It's just so close. So close.
It's a fine line to go to Austin.
Yeah.
Let me tell you.
You got to
Or
have a
San
San
Antonio.
Antonio.
San Antonio.
See there?
Well, let's
That's
just
old
call
guy.
it state. It's a
Yeah.
fine line to go to state.
It is hard to do.
Without a doubt.
We'll have a chance. We got, Amarillo, I don't know what their deal is. Of course, he's a good coach. He really is, does a nice job. You like him?
Yeah, he's a good friend of mine.
Yeah.
Timberview's out there too. I know we all like to talk about
Yeah, they're good.
people here, but Timberview's out there, and Argyle had a really good team last year. There are lots of good teams in the top 10, and we're one of them.
Well,
Yeah.
the regionals, they're already set where they're going to be, aren't they?
Yes,
The regional tournament. Yes.
Where's the regional tournament?
it'll be at the same place for us. It'll be in Wichita Falls.
Okay.
Which was
Well, we need to
okay.
hurry up and play in the arena then.
Was it Wichita Falls we played and there was ice on? That was what
Yes.
it was. The year before
Yeah.
there was
That was my
ice on the floor.
freshman year.
Freshman year,
It's
and then they got rid of
freezing.
they got rid of
Yeah,
that.
they got rid of the
rink.
hockey
Yeah.
team, and so now it was better, but it was unbelievable.
Oh, do they have ice underneath the
underneath the floor,
There was ice.
and it was
above,
cold
when
in
we
there.
were having to walk from the outskirts of the floor onto the floor. There was ice visible to us.
wow.
You had to step over it to keep slipping
Yeah,
on.
we lost that year. That little girl with the
Lake Dallas.
that had those glasses
Lake
and that
Dallas.
curly hair. She's a little tiny girl. She beat us.
They had a big forward that had a lot to do with that
Yeah.
that year.
Yeah, they were good.
Well, there's going to be a hand, probably
get
2 or
down
3
there.
out there that
They're
can
good.
get you,
Yeah.
and you got to sneak past them.
All right, let's catch everybody up just so they know. Aaliyah now has 3,000 plus. I don't know what it is now.
It's
3,100.
3175.
3,175.
But who's counting?
That was 175 points ago.
Yeah, there's 175 points ago.
4 games.
3,000. She's averaging 38 points a game. She's the number 1 recruit in the class of 2025. She's in Texas Football Magazine, which is
Yeah, that's still pretty
it
crazy.
just blows me away. But here's her last year. This was from last year's numbers: 30.4 points, 7.4 rebounds, 5.3 assists. See, she passes the ball, and 3.1 steals a ball game.
Oh, and let me say this about the assists. In order for it to be an assist, the person on the other end of it has to make the basket.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, if I was Aaliyah, I might not ever pass because whoever I'm throwing it to, I'm sorry, Jill, don't take my advice.
Yeah.
Whoever I'm throwing it to can't shoot as good as me. So
Yeah, well, you got to think through
well,
that. That's the way I play
unless
church
you
ball.
work out a deal, I'll throw it to you and then you throw it back to me.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
Try not to lose it before you throw it back to
Yeah,
me.
try not to.
But she broke the Monterey's 41-year-old career scoring record. It still has. This was going into this season, and she still has 2 years left.
A year and a half.
Well, this was going into this year.
Oh,
you'd already
those are-
broken it. Yeah,
Ah.
Breaking it every day.
every day. You're going to get it so far that you can't even catch it next year.
Oh my.
I'm amazed. And you love Monterey.
Oh,
On you mighty
I love
plainsman.
On you mighty plainsman.
Yeah,
David
we're
and I are
both
both
Monterey
Monterey.
grads. Yeah. The only one in this room right now that's not a Monterey grad is Sonny. He's a Muleshoe Mule.
Yeah.
And Jill, she's a Phillips, not there anymore.
Yeah, former Phillips.
The town I grew up
They
in
were the
is not
Hawks
there
and
anymore
Blackhawks
either.
or something, weren't they?
Yeah, we were.
Phillips Blackhawks?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the music's playing. That means we have 1 minute.
All right, you got 1 minute. Anything special you want to tell people in Lubbock, Midland, Odessa?
I wasn't ready for this.
All over the world. You weren't ready for this interview?
I wasn't ready for this spotlight that I just got right there.
Oh.
Go Monterey.
Yeah, on you
Go
mighty plainsman.
Yeah. Well, you're so fun. Thank you for being who you are.
You bet.
I don't know whether anybody ever tells you that, but we need more young people like you.
Yep.
We've got a bunch. I think people don't know that there's a bunch of y'all, but you're the cream of the crop, and we're proud of you. And Sonny,
Thank you.
you're doing a great job. Your parents.
You bet.
Did we mention your mom?
My mom.
What's her name?
Andrea.
Andrea. All right. Thank y'all for being here. Jill Schneider, thank you.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Hey, McGavick Nissan in Infinity of Lubbock, right across the street from Fuddruckers.
Yeah.
That's where McGavick Nissan is. We went over there and saw those guys after we left your place.
Okay.
But this is one of the top Nissan dealership, maybe the top family-owned Nissan dealerships in the country.
Did you think they would be happier to see us than they seemed?
They were really happy to see us. I was impressed. It was fun to go in there. And that's the Nissan place. And the Infinity place is around the corner on Spur 327. Y'all, you just will love working with these people.
I tell you what, I drive down the street and I see a car and I go, God, that's a good looking car. And then inevitably I look at the back of it and have McGavick on the
They've
license.
some great stuff.
They really do.
They
Good
got a
looking.
good selection right now. They'd love to help you go see them. And the Red Raider Club, if you're not a member of the Red Raider Club, you need to be if you're a Red Raider supporter. But because it helps our student athletes, 400-plus student athletes directly, and we're raising money and trying to have we're trying to win national championships. That's what we're trying to do. Yes, and it takes money to win those.
It does.
More and more each year.
Because you look at the teams that win national championships, they have a lot of money.
They have something in common, don't they?
They all have a lot of money.
Without a doubt.
And we're headed there. Aren't you impressed? Can you believe you were a trainer? What years were you a trainer at Tech?
86, 89.
And I look at the facilities you worked under.
We've talked about that before.
It's so ridiculous.
Yeah, we used to be the training room downstairs, and there used to be a training room on the east side under the stadium.
Yeah.
That was kind of the basketball / track /
by the mat room. That mat room
down there.
Yeah.
And when I first got here in 86, the weight room for football was under the stands on the west side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Mike Mock.
Yeah, Mike Mock.
He was the strength coach, and then they brought in.
Yeah. So what was that, around 80, 79?
This was 86, 85, 86.
Okay.
He was there.
He's just a youngster.
Then they brought in
When'd you get out of Tech?
89.
89.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are a
right
youngster.
after me.
Got to go to the All-American Bowl. Got to go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
It was a fun trip. I ran into Gundy one time in Stillwater. We talked about that because Gundy was the quarterback
On
for
that
Oklahoma
team.
State. Barry Sanders won the Heisman over
Yeah.
in Tokyo.
Billy Joe was our quarterback.
Billy Joe was a quarterback, and Anthony Liam was our running back,
Yeah.
and Hartley Dykes was their receiver.
Hartley Dykes.
They
He was one of the
Well,
first ones you heard about getting money to go somewhere.
Yeah.
They beat
Was
us
Hartley Dykes.
45-42.
What? Oh,
45, 42. Barry Sanders had 300 and something yards running, and Billy Joe had like 450 or 500 yards passing. So
what a game!
Yeah, it's fun.
Gundy used to be an easy guy to dislike, but now I sort of like him, and I'm not sure why.
He's a good guy. We were at a little restaurant there in Stillwater, and he's there with his wife having some wine and dinner, and just.
I'm sure he's a good coach. He looks like he doesn't know what's going on when I look at him on the sideline.
Yeah, it's what he just.
I think he's medicated.
he just looks
like he's medicated.
He just looks like he's spaced out.
It's just sort of like.
We have the ball?
He's very even keeled, I guess. Is what
very even.
Even keeled. Let's go with that.
Yeah, but he let Bowman play quarterback, and his son's on the team. His son was playing quarterback, and then Bowman took over.
Oh wow!
Might want to win.
Yeah, son,
maybe it's not always like that.
He obviously wants to stay there a while.
Yeah,
they had a rough start, and they kind of turned it on there at the end.
Well, Bowman played great.
Yeah, he did.
That was good.
And he's coming back for his 9th year.
I know it.
What is it? It's 7, isn't it? It's a bunch.
It's
more than I've got fingers on this hand.
It's like shucks.
Yeah, we went back. My wife and I went back for the homecoming game and the Bedlam game this year.
Yeah,
so I bought season tickets. That's the only way I could get. That's the only way I could get cheaper tickets to go to Bedlam and go to homecoming. I sold my other ones, but we went to those 2 games. So
yeah,
we've been to the last 2 Bedlams. Oklahoma State won.
Oklahoma State won.
Yes, sir.
The last time, well, they'll probably play some more someday.
And you said we won.
Well, we beat Oklahoma.
You said Oklahoma State beat Oklahoma, and he said we won.
No, there's certain teams that Oklahoma and Texas, if they lose, we won.
Okay,
yeah, that's right.
All right,
you got to take them down. I agree.
I'm with the other team.
I agree.
What's that joke about? If Texas was playing Iran, I'd be for Iran.
Yeah. It'd be a toss-up.
Yeah, I got one black shirt and one orange shirt, so I kind of had to then.
And I missed out on your tie to Oklahoma State. What was it?
My oldest son's a senior there this year.
Oh,
yeah,
so he'll graduate in May.
Good for him.
And my youngest son's playing baseball at Sil Ross. He's a sophomore.
Coconut Field. Is it still Coconut Field?
Yep.
Babe Ruth played at Coconut Field.
You
know that?
I didn't know that.
And let me tell you what, if you're an outfielder at Coconut Field, you might shy away from that fence because it's cinder block fence.
Well, now they're going Division II next year, so they'll have to put the pads up. It'll have to be padded.
But then LCU had that cinder block fence out there.
Yeah. I think they might have padded theirs.
I think it's required now.
Yeah.
It's what?
It's required.
Good. Well, it should be.
Division II.
If you want to take
notes,
I got a pen and paper if you want to take notes.
What are we taking notes about?
The show.
Oh.
He's got to be sitting
If
over
there's
there
any
going,
place in the world you need to not take notes, it's here. Or maybe what not to do.
Maestro Cho is over here, and I'm sure he's sitting over going, what did I get myself into?
Yeah, he's thinking, I don't think I'm going to know the answers. There's a good chance you won't know the answers because we don't know the questions. But it's been a fun run. Texas Tech, I think, is on the verge. Don't you get that feeling, Mickey?
Facility-wise,
and coaches.
You got some great coaches. Coach McGuire, Coach Kitley, and
McCaslin
at basketball.
Padlock. And just go to name one.
Padlock, yeah.
It's not Greg Sands, JoJo.
Great men, great women. So, they're on the verge. Like you said, it's close. Facility-wise, we're close. And so baseball just up the ante with everything they did with their new facility. And so,
yeah.
But I think the next step at baseball is going to be for the fans. This was for the players because you ain't going to win without players. But I think you're going to have to dial up
I wish
the
we had
stands.
one of those places like you have picnics out there by the field.
Yeah.
Little berm
berms there where you can sit out there and just on the grass and watch the game.
I think some of that's coming. I think they're going to have some outfield seats and things like that.
Fuddruckers could pull up a truck there and sell burgers.
No, I don't think we'll do that.
Y'all cater a ton.
I'm out of the truck business, but
catering so much.
Yes, sir.
And thousands of people. Y'all do the Red Raider kickoff luncheon.
Yes, sir.
It amazes me every time I sneak in to go to that how fast y'all feed us. It's phenomenal. We're talking
10 lines,
3,000.
you get 20 lines going. It goes quick.
And y'all do such a great job.
Thank you.
The food's delicious.
What's the biggest you've ever done? 2,000?
No, we did a FFA convention in Dallas. We didn't have a store in Dallas, but we did it. We set up a little kitchen in the parking lot. And we fed 7,500 over 3 days.
So 2,500 a day?
2,500 a day.
That's amazing.
See how quick I did that?
Quick.
Did it right there in my head.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Yeah.
Well, I always like to say in 3rd grade I had a 4th grade math book.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've done some big caterings, and we do it. We've got a big one we always do in Midland with the Midland Life Center. We do a prime rib there.
Y'all do weddings?
Do weddings. In fact,
Y'all do symphony orchestra deals?
We have not done symphony
Well,
orchestra.
I know the guy.
But we'd love to.
I know the guy.
We can hook you up.
We could do it.
You could get you some burgers over there. Courtney's the one to talk to. I'm sure David did.
But when you think Fuddruckers, you think burgers, but you go to these deals and it's almost
Well, we have a
almost
catering
never
company.
just burgers.
Yeah, we still have the ranch house. We still have that kitchen that we do all of our catering out of. And when we first started, if you told somebody no, they're going to go somewhere else. So we figured it out. It's like, can you do this? Yes, we can do it.
Chow mein?
Y'all just say yes.
We'll say yes and say, okay, Tom, let's go.
How are we going to do this?
How do you make that?
No, it's been good. We do barbecue, we do Mexican food, enchiladas, to fajitas, to whatever you want. We can make it work.
And y'all do,
Yes,
and it's
sir.
delicious.
Thank you.
I don't know how you do that and make it good every time. You know, you think you would just mess it up. Sometimes.
We've had a few mess ups.
Let's talk about those.
What are the, what's the
We never
people
talk
get
about
sick?
that.
Did anybody die?
Nobody's ever gotten sick. Nobody's ever died. We've been late a couple of times, and I hear it.
I was at one event.
I get all the
and
complaints.
your guy didn't show up. It was one of those junior college women's deals or something.
I'm a little late.
And you were hot.
Yeah.
You were hot. I can't remember. We were over at that Center Point, whatever place it's called.
Yes, sir. Over at the Center Point, the convention center between the two hotels.
And we were waiting around for the food.
Well, I almost feel bad inviting you in and then start talking about the one time you screwed
That's the
up.
only time he
part of
messed
it.
up.
That's part of it. I see all the complaints. We see with our stores, we see probably 25 to 30,000 people a week in our stores. So you're going to have some people. You're going to have some
Y'all
complaints.
do great.
Oh, the
We see
restaurant
'em, we hear
business?
'em.
Gosh, yeah, you're going to have.
The end of the story that day, they got
Does it have a happy
they got
ending?
it fixed fast because Mickey got involved, and I mean it was like magic. It happened, and y'all got.
Sometimes they don't like me there. They don't poke the bear. Don't get me upset. but yeah, Jacob and Tom do a great job. They've been with us for a long time, and they're workhorses.
They are.
Yes, sir.
And it shows in y'all's business.
Well, thank you.
Y'all do everything under the catering under Cafe Venture.
Cafe Venture Company, that's our umbrella company. We've got the Fuddruckers, Dave's Hot Chicken, and we've got our catering company. And we got some other stuff, too. We got some real estate. We got some other things that we do.
Is it still 1-888-FUD to go?
Yes, sir.
Still call that number?
1-888 FUD to go. That's our catering hotline. It's open. It's answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
It's the number 2 after FUD.
Number 2.
1-888-FUD to go.
To go. Yes, sir.
And you can
Myself, I'll either answer it or Tamara, one of the gals that works for us.
Yeah.
She answers that phone.
I bet it's Tamara.
I'm guessing.
Well, when she goes on
That's
vacation, I get it.
my guess.
Yeah. But there's just a few times where I'll take it, and she kind of needs a break. I'll take over.
All right, I think you touched on this when I was out. Aaliyah wanted to spend some more quality time with me out in the parking lot, so I coached her up a little bit. But
she feels really smart when she's around you.
You got the senior at Oklahoma State.
Yes, sir.
Did he go there to do anything other than education?
He's a theater major.
Oh.
He had a scholarship, so he went to a couple of regional.
Well, where did he go to high school that he could get a
He went to Lubbock Cooper.
theater
He
scholarship?
played football at Lubbock Cooper, got injured, was in one act play, and went to a regional show in Harlingen, Texas, and auditioned for Texas State, Oklahoma State, and several other ones. Got callbacks from Texas, Oklahoma State, and Southwest Texas, and Oklahoma State offered him.
So he's an actor.
Offered him a 50% scholarship. So
wow.
Does he want to be an actor?
he does. He this past 2 summers he's been in a play in Cherokee, North Carolina. Played.
This is the most unique show we've ever had.
Yeah, well, sometimes
We're about to have actors and symphony
But
people.
his goal was he'll graduate in May, and he's going to move out to L.A. and he's going to make a run at it. And
Good for him.
follow his dreams.
Sometimes I just laugh at what's going on in my mind. It can't come out, but I had the funniest thought.
Yeah.
I'll tell you during the break.
Okay.
Well, Lee Ellis is an actor.
Yeah,
Lee Ellis.
he's out in California.
Tom Ellis's boy.
Okay.
And he was a great baseball player, great baseball player. And he's been acting.
In fact, he played at, was it West LA Community College or something?
Yeah.
Went out there to play.
He's a Trinity boy. He played at Trinity.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Well,
he's
I had one child.
good
My daughter
connection.
graduated from Tech. I got one to Tech. She graduated about 2 years ago. So
well, in Sol Ross, you go where where you can play.
yeah,
And Sol Ross would be a good place to play.
yeah, he's excited about it. He played at Odessa College last year,
Okay.
and he learned to grind. I mean, you play a lot of baseball. He loved it.
When you got used to that drive, so now just double it, and you're at Sul Ross.
But you pull into Alpine, they got that one mountain out there, that Triangle Mountain.
Yeah.
And then it's such beautiful country. You don't even know you're in Texas.
Well, I used to go to church camp out there. There's a little church camp outside of Alpine, between Alpine and Fort Davis. And our Baptist church in Crane had a place out there. And
so you're a Baptist, so you're definitely going to heaven.
Grew up First Baptist, yes, sir. I'll be there.
Good. I know it.
Along with you.
But
no, I'm going.
But you won't be able to dance.
No, no dancing.
Can't dance and can't drink.
We got this lady at our church. We'd have like groups, they'd have dance or something, and she'd walk up to them, or like at the school functions, they'd be dancing. She'd go, "Make room for Jesus. Make room for Jesus.
Make room for Jesus."
That's pretty funny.
That is good. That is good.
Okay, real quickly on the boy down at Sul Ross.
Yes,
he plays what?
Plays second base.
Okay.
That's lead off.
Okay. And you're going to go to 90% of the games?
Probably
75?
My wife or myself will be at every game.
Okay.
Do you have a plane?
Good.
You need a plane.
Yeah.
Now they're playing today.
We need more friends with planes.
They're playing at Lubbock Christian today. They scrimmage today.
Oh.
I may get you a plane so y'all can fly.
Let's go. I'll do it.
So they're playing here in town today?
Today at 3 o'clock. Yes.
Today at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, out at Lubbock Christian.
And they kick off next week. We'll be in Seguin. Play Texas Lutheran.
Mean Tony Green for Seguin. That was a football player from our day. Yeah. A little before your
Joe
day.
Green?
No, Tony Green.
Tony Green, okay.
Tony Green.
No, Joe Green's another.
He was really mean.
Was meaner.
Yeah, he was meaner. Well, that is so cool. And you just want to be at every game, don't you?
We do.
You don't want to miss a thing.
So I'm going to Seguin. My wife's going to go Friday, and then I'm going to take her to San Antonio, and she's going to fly to Stillwater because our son has a performance he's doing Saturday night at Stillwater. So we're kind of tag team it sometimes.
What would be a performance? Would it be a play with?
He is the lead in Macbeth.
Oh Lord!
So he plays Macbeth. So
do you like that better than baseball?
It's pretty fun. I mean, you go watch. We went out to North Carolina like 3 times this summer watching him in the play there, and he's in the band before the events. They sing some songs as people are coming in.
He's multi-talented.
He taught himself how to play guitar. Taught himself how to play banjo.
All right. How about the flute?
He has not learned how to play the flute yet.
We got connections out there at the symphony. We can get him in.
He could be a flute player.
Yeah. All right, Macbeth. Can he do it in a West Texas accent, or does he have to?
He does all the accents,
all the dialects.
It's funny. They went somewhere, and he was asking these girls to dance, but he was doing it in a British accent. So he was walking up and act like he was across the pond.
That helps. Australian is even better.
So
girls like that Australian accent. You young guys need to work on that.
So we travel all over, baseball, theater, wherever it is.
So fun.
We're empty nesters now, so we can.
And in town today.
In town today.
That's great.
Only one.
As close as they're gonna get.
Yeah, we go like Seguin, then we go to Dallas, then we go to Marshall. Marshall will be that's a haul. Not Marshall.
Where is
and y'all drive all? Do you have a
Marshall,
bus or
Texas.
something?
They play East Texas Baptist in Marshall.
Okay.
Do you just take your car?
Take our car, or we fly. I've got to be in Pasadena for a Dave's Hot Chicken deal, and I've got to turn down and fly to Dallas, meet my wife there, and we'll get a car.
Mickey, get a plane.
Go to
get an airplane.
Marshall.
You can afford it.
Well, you can get a plane, but you got to have a pilot.
Yeah, you do. Well, just learn
to fly.
No, I can't drive.
Well, that boy at Oklahoma State, he could learn to be a pilot.
Yeah.
He does everything else.
It's that's been brought up, but I can't. My wife and I are not very good drivers, so I'm not sure we wouldn't be very good.
You're not very good in a car?
You don't want to be a bad pilot.
I'm not
you don't
at all.
Mickey, it's so fun to have you on. Mickey Rogers.
Appreciate you.
Bud Ruckers and Dave's Hot Chicken.
Maestro David Cho after this.
Sports talk conversations with a good laugh mixed in. This is the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3, presented by Cantex Roofing and Construction.
Let Optimum be your MVP, carrying you the game with our fast 1 gig internet with 99.9% network reliability. Visit Optimum.com to learn more.
J&W Services, Lidco Distributors in Midland, Texas. By the way, we're on in the Permian Basin, and primarily because of these guys, J&W, Brent Beck and Scott Blakely, they're Red Raiders, Cade Walton, and but they take care of everybody down there, the Aggies and the Longhorns and everybody. Because it has to do with oil and gas, it's them. They take care of it, and they are fantastic.
I'm here.
Down at J&W Services and Lidco Distributors. All righty, we're honored today to have on the Maestro, the director of the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra, David Cho, and this is your 12th year in Lubbock?
Yes, sir.
Have you been the director the whole time?
Yes, sir.
Well, they hired you to come in and be the director.
I've been so honored to be part of this fabric of Lubbock community, and we're so happy to serve the West Texas.
And you're
with
from out of
music.
town. You're not from Lubbock.
Oh, originally from South Korea.
Yeah, I thought you were from another state.
Yeah.
So it's good.
Because the Idaloo chose.
Yeah. You're not with the Idaloo Cho?
I've lived here for 12 years, as you said, and I've loved every minute of it. It's a special place.
It really is.
Yes.
We're proud of it.
Me
And we're
too.
proud to have you here. You make it better, from what I hear.
Well-
We'll see after this interview. Over. No, I've heard great things about you. People love you.
Oh, the symphony is great, and we have our new season coming up with an announcement of Yo-Yo Ma, who is considered
wow.
the Paul McCartney of the pops world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a great season lined up, including Star Wars, which is coming up in May.
You'll play Star Wars
Yeah.
music?
Yes, and we're going to play the music along with the film. In fact, we have a couple of tickets to give out for your listeners.
Yeah.
The tickets are selling fast, so it would be
Here,
great to have.
I listen.
You
I'm a
wanna-
listener.
And tell them what the date is.
It's May 4th at
May-
7:30 at the Buddy Holly Hall.
These aren't the tickets, though. These are the tickets. Are the
The
tickets?
tickets, they're right in there.
Oh, they are
Those
in
are
here.
actual tickets, and they are great tickets.
Here's the deal. Somebody's calling me. I probably said something wrong.
Go ahead, Dave. We'll
No,
continue
no,
on.
It's Don Moore. He's going, anyway. Film live with orchestra, and the Lubbock Symphony Orchestra, May the 4th. Music by John Williams.
Yes, sir. He's the Grammy Award-winning composer, American, and we're so proud to have him in our community here.
He's going to be here.
Well, he'll be here in spirit with his music.
Is he dead?
No, he's still living.
Not yet.
A lot of people are dead these days. It's hard to keep up. But these tickets are like prized possessions, aren't they?
Well, I know the two winners who will receive the tickets will enjoy the music and, of course, the beautiful Buddy Holly Hall, which
Yeah.
is the state-of-the-art concert hall.
So you've been here before the Buddy Holly Hall.
Yes, sir.
So where did y'all play then?
When I arrived here in 2012, we played at the Civic Center, which is a very good hall, and there was no bad seat in the house, and we enjoyed playing there. But now we have something better.
Oh, much better.
And beautiful too.
And you talk about being here for over 12 years. You've been at some pretty neat places.
I've been around.
You're at Seattle, Houston, Austin, San Antonio, but you seem to be really happy here.
Yes, I think the philosophy of West Texas really fit me, and I tell everybody that when your car breaks down in the middle of the road, Lubbock is the only place where somebody will swing by and ask, "May I help you?"
Yeah.
And it's truly unique. No, there's no other place like this.
The other places that just stare at you and keep going.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they take the time to stare.
Yeah. Courtney Jordan is here. She is the Director of Development. She's going to be a silent guest today, evidently. You can talk, Courtney.
Evidently.
I don't have anything greater to say than what our maestro has to say here. Our Coach Cho.
Coach Cho, y'all
just
call
kind
him.
of go in with the theme here of your show.
Now,
Coach Cho.
Courtney's son, Ryan, played football for Monterey this year. We saw it at the football banquet.
Ah, okay.
And so I'm doing the football banquet, and I see Doug Jordan. Well, I've known Doug for 30, 40 years, forever. And I go, I'm starting to put it together because I'm really smart. And you think I would have put it together a long time ago. I go, Ryan is his son. That's his son. And he's the punter for Monterey. He's a great young man, great looking young man.
Well, thank you so
Very
much.
smart, too, isn't he?
He is very smart, and he is the punter, and he has applied for the service academies. That's where he's hoping to go.
Wow.
And we're waiting to hear. Our wonderful Congressman Jody Arrington gave him 3 nominations, and so we're waiting for the service academy.
Anything we can do to help, just let
This
us
will
know.
probably put
I
it
wish
over
I
the
would have
top.
done that. I would have put that on the resume.
Put that on the resume.
But it's just tremendous what all of our high schools here are doing, and Texas Tech, and the talent we have beyond football. At the Symphony, we have a youth orchestra, and we go out and audition the excellent talent in our
The high school
schools,
kids?
high school and middle school.
The whole area, or just Lubbock?
We're trying. We're looking for money to go more outside of Lubbock and serve more of our rural districts where there's not this kind of music education.
What kind of? Go ahead.
Well, Maestro Cho actually helps with the teaching, and this is the kind of individual you have here. He is everything. You ask him to do anything, and he will do it. Especially if it has to do with the youth and with music and teaching people and bringing an awareness. He has been an incredible ambassador of Lubbock Symphony in Lubbock, Texas. So he teaches these young musicians with our orchestra. They are involved as well. So it's fantastic. He's done wonderful things.
Is our entire orchestra made up of Lubbock people, or do y'all bring somebody like, I got a really good, I'm trying to think of some flutist.
Saxophonist. There's lots of instruments.
Oboe.
Yeah.
Oboe, there's a good one.
Oboist.
Let's name some more. Say there's this world-class oboist in Dallas. Would we bring him in to be part of our symphony?
Well, we're very lucky to have high-level talent in our community, and we take pride in hiring local musicians.
Yeah.
We have close to 95% of our musicians are from local.
Okay.
Yeah. So we may employ 2 or 3 musicians from Dallas or Houston, Austin, but most of our Lubbock Symphony musicians
Who's
are
the
local.
most famous? I don't know whether they were part of the orchestra or they were singers, or that you have been the conductor, no matter where you were, like Pavarotti. Have you worked with him?
I've seen him perform, and in fact, I've seen Leonard Bernstein. Have you seen the movie Maestro?
No.
Okay. Well, recently we've had.
I'll say yes if that make you feel better.
As long as you don't ask me a question about it.
Well, we've had Kristen Chenoweth, and of course, 12 years ago when I arrived in Lubbock, Yo-Yo Ma was here, and that was the first concert I conducted here in Lubbock, so I felt very honored. And we've also had Tony Bennett. And and we take pride in bringing world-class musicians to perform with the Lubbock Symphony.
And you're the director of, while he's performing, you're leading the orchestra.
Yes, and conductor has various meanings. We wear many hats. Not only do we wave our arms, but sometimes I'm the water boy, I'm the coach, sometimes I'm a teacher. And what Courtney was saying, I teach the youth, but what's unique about teaching is that in return, you learn. So it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
And I'm sure in sports it's the same too. It's a very fine motor skilled, very analytical, and every little details come together to make a successful touchdown. So,
all right. Yeah. When you teach, how many instruments can you play?
I was trained as a pianist. And my father was very athletic. He was a scratch golfer. And but his passion was in the music. So I have a younger brother. My younger brother and I took piano lessons, and also we played some guitar. So
every good boy does fine.
Oh, there you go.
FACE.
Yeah, that's correct.
EGBDS.
Yeah,
that was all my music training.
That's good enough.
I quit.
Hey, I got one song. I hate to brag again, but I can play one song on the flutophone. And that was in 6th grade. But I still think I could play it. But flutophones are hard to find.
Yeah. Do you have a flutophonist?
Yeah.
We can.
Is that
And,
is that a thing?
Yeah, we employ every kinds of instruments. I mean, saxophone is pretty
I really
rare.
think I could
but
play.
we can have. Did you hear about Jason Kelsey?
Yeah.
He
Well,
plays the
I didn't know about it.
Well, he plays the saxophone, and he made a big debut with the Philadelphia Orchestra because he's with the Philadelphia Eagles. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a guy? Yeah, he's a big old bear.
Yeah. Can you imagine him playing the saxophone?
I really can't.
Yeah,
There's a guy coming back to Lubbock that we had a couple of years ago named Reggie Dabbs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know whether you've ever heard. He's a saxophonist, and he's a Christian, and he's going to go to the schools than he did before. He's an amazing saxophonist.
Oh, wow.
I thought his head was going to explode.
Wow.
He's really into it.
And first name, Dabbs is the last name.
Yes, Reggie.
Reggie Dabbs. I'll look him up.
Well, when we get him here, he's coming in March.
Great.
And we'll get him to meet you. Or you
Fantastic.
to meet him.
I would love to meet him.
Because it would be a cool...
I'd like like for him to play for Coach here and see if it's just you think he's fascinating or he's actually fascinating.
Yeah, we'll see if you think
he may just
really
be very mediocre, and
you're to me,
going,
it's like awesome.
Wow, this is great.
He's better than Bill Clinton.
All right. I had people and said, you're going to be on the show. They said, sports talk show.
Yeah.
But now here's what we're tying it together.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
His dad was a scratch golfer. So there you have it.
Right.
Now, what sports do you play?
Well, I played golf. I played tennis, and mostly I played baseball.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
I was a catcher.
Yeah.
So somehow things line up. As a catcher, you see everything in the field. And my profession right now, you get to see the orchestra. So it's amazing how things tie in together. And
there you have it.
He was a catcher.
Oh, you were a catcher too. oh, like this, right?
Courtney was a catcher.
Your sound booth.
Oh, Ben was a catcher.
Ben. Yeah.
Okay, all right.
And I played until junior high, but I've realized I didn't have the physique to accommodate, to be like a real moose, on the batting. Yeah,
but
so,
golf, or tennis. Those are both two good sports.
I went to school with Pete Sampras.
Oh, did you really?
Do you remember Pete Sampras?
Oh yeah, well, gosh, yeah.
At Palos Verdes High School, yeah. And I used to see him, over the edge, by the fence, and he's a freshman. I mean, he's a senior when I was a freshman.
Yeah.
He went pro right after that, and he was world number one.
Now, where was
years.
this? Where were you?
This was in Palos Verdes, California.
Okay.
Yeah, Palos Verdes High School.
So how'd you go South Korea to Palos Verdes?
Well, that was like the nearest part of the United States I could get to. So, except for Hawaii. I guess.
Well, how'd you fly over?
Yeah, we flew our family of five.
Well, you act like you came in a boat.
Swam.
We could have.
You can't jump out.
How much further?
You got to swim the rest of the way.
Yeah, well, all our ancestors did. But luckily, in the 80s, we had planes. So I
worked
flew
out
over.
good.
Yeah, we settled in Los Angeles and went to school there. Got to see Pete Sampras. Sorry, but I got to see a couple of Dodgers games. And
I like the Dodgers.
Yeah, we went to my brother and I. We went to Midwest, East Coast to go to schools. We ended up in Houston to attend Rice University. They have an excellent music school there called the Shepherd School of Music. So after that,
Houston.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. And after that, my younger brother, he started teaching at the Houston Independent School District. And I ended up here in Lubbock, Texas.
Is he still in Houston?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Still teaching?
Yes. He's actually a coach like me. He's an orchestra director.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. What other, piano we mentioned, you play other instruments?
Yes. Brother and I, we played classical guitar. So we had to grow out our fingernails on our right hand. So that didn't last very long because when you're in 5th grade and you have to explain to your friends, you have to why you're growing out.
Them out a little bit,
so on the way to school, I would do this on the ground to get rid of our fingernails. Yeah,
it's funny the things you remember.
Oh, I know it's
affected your whole life.
It has. It really has. But to this day, I'm so grateful that my parents were so supportive of music education and playing sports because they have a lot to do with each other. And music, sports, they connect the left and the right brain in many, many ways. And I'm very passionate about teaching our youth to find their way to their passion for their lives and to find their star to become successful.
You're kind of an amazing guy. See, I would have never thought a Maestro would be like this. I would have never thought a Maestro would talk to me.
Yeah.
It would be like, what do I want to talk to him for?
Well, I mean, sports. I mean, we're so lucky here in Lubbock, Texas. We have such following and passion in sports. I mean, I arrived here in Lubbock, Texas, and the first week I was invited to join up in the up in the football stadium.
Yeah.
What do you call the suites?
Yeah,
I was spoiled from get go.
So do you have a suite?
No, I wish I could.
Because we'd like to come sit with you.
Oh, in the future, sure.
We were hoping to find one.
Yeah.
Maybe someone wants to invite the LSO to their suite.
They're all sold out.
Well, Coach's point there to me is in junior high and high school, it doesn't have to be sports, but kids have to have something that they plug into and that they're either part of a team or and orchestra or band or choir or something where
That's
or
when you,
one act play.
when you plugged into the alley across the street.
Yeah, go smoke in the alley.
Yeah, that was
Yeah, yeah, you gotta have something, even if it's the alley.
What do you do? I'm over in the alley. You need me.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah. Smoking cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right, real quickly on Courtney, because I know she can speak. She spoke just right over there earlier.
Yeah. Talk.
Director of Development. What does that even mean? What does that mean?
It means I help raise money and awareness and connect folks with their passion for music and our fabulous organization. We're thrilled to have people buy tickets, support us with other donations. We can endow chairs in your name, and all the musicians need to be funded. They all live here and work here, and we're very proud of that.
So we pay the musicians a certain amount.
We do.
Is it a stipend or is it like a pretty good little
It's
$1,000 a performance or something?
But somewhere along those lines, we pay our musicians per service, meaning each rehearsal or practice or a concert, we compensate them. And
good.
And our founding conductor, William A. Herod, founded the Lubbock Little Symphony, which
We're going to talk about that in a minute. I want to talk about that because
okay.
we're about to go to a break.
Okay. Yeah.
But
we
do you have a
pay our
bongo
musicians.
player? Do you have a bongo?
We could.
I see
If
that.
the music's right, we get it in.
Easy.
You've been listening to the Sports Talk with Thetford and Ashby podcast from Double T 97.3. Catch the show live Saturday mornings from 9 to noon on Double T 97.3 FM or on the Double T 97.3 mobile app.